All right, so we are live. We are Emerald pushing, end of month pushing. We are going to do this again Monday night for a end of the month power push. And there's going to be plenty of opportunities tomorrow morning, Friday morning, 5:15 a.m. power hours. Anytime on Saturday that you're able to sit down and work your business. Sunday is a great day to power, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and suggestions as far as this weekend goes before we really dive into the end of the month. So we know that September is coming, and it's coming quickly, and we have an amazing month ahead of us. If you subscribe to Mompreneur, then you know the theme is what is it? I just fall over. No, fall over. Turn over a new leaf. Fall over. And turn over a new leaf is the theme. And there's a bunch of amazing content. I just shared it over to the team, Raise the Bar Google Drive today. There are some great stories. There's a lot of really good content, and that is the team drive. So everyone within our team Raise the Bar downline has access to that. I posted it today, and I posted that in the comments. Save that to your Google, save that to your Drive, and you can go in there, and in the folders there is the Mompreneur, and it's number 9 September bundle. So that gives you all of the resources. I probably shouldn't even be talking about this on a live call, but it gives you all of the resources that you can use for the entire month. So you never have to reinvent the wheel. You never have to do this alone. You can always team up with your coach if I'm not your coach. And jump in and do it together. We usually typically as coaches run like a 30-day apprenticeship, kind of jump into the challenge group and do this with me before we say, go ahead and go do this on your own. But you can do that at any time, and you can stick with your coach and run groups together at any time. So I know that Amanda and I have run groups together. Melissa and I run groups together. Michaela and I in the past have run groups together. We've all teamed up and done health bet type groups together and themed groups and stuff. So there's always the opportunity to do this. Hi, Yumi. To do this together, and know that you never have to do it alone. So that being said, all of those resources are in the team drive. Feel free to use whatever it is that you need. If you want to create your own group, you can certainly do that in the Beachbody Champions page and in the back office. There are some really great tutorials on how to use BOD groups. BOD groups is now they're really weeding out the problems, and it's really become a good platform to use. I know we had some issues after we launched that it was kind of squirrely and things were kind of just bumpy and rough. But know that now you have this amazing platform that you can use, and you can reach all of your people that maybe they don't use Facebook, or maybe they feel more comfortable checking into an app, or maybe they like the tracking features on there, or they like that it syncs with their BOD and that there's recipes right there and they can track their water intake and all that stuff. So that BOD groups platform is a really, really great one to use. And even, people who may not use any social medias, and it's your neighbor or somebody from the grocery store that's I don't use social medias, then you can use that app to connect people with that community. And guys, I was a coach for probably almost 6 months before I had more than 10 people in my groups. And just know that your consistency and your showing up is going to continue to build and grow your business. It's not going to grow on its own organically if you don't show up and do the things. So that's why we do these calls. That's why we do these power hours. That's why we show up on social media and we talk about what we do, and we talk about growing, and we talk about, we share transformations, and we share our own personal victories, and we share things that this is doing for us, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, and connecting us with this community that nobody has to go this road alone. And we know how hard it is. Holy crap, this year has been the year of hard. And knowing that we can lean in and go, man, I am struggling. Can someone get on a Zoom call with me and drink a glass of wine so I don't have to do it alone? Or can somebody do this together with me? Can we team up and do a group together? And that's what's so great about having a team that we do is you can reach out and you can ask and you can post in the team page and you can say, you know what, I really want to do a group for September, but I would love to team up with somebody else and like link arms and share responsibilities. Or again, get with your coach if it's not me, or just, the group community aspect of it is so great. So again, that's why we do the things that we do. And y'all know, like most of us started as challengers. Most of us started with our own personal health and fitness goals. Most of us started with our own goals to just be a better version of ourselves. So we know that it takes a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of grit. It takes a little bit of hustle. It takes a little bit of sacrifice. It takes committing daily to the habits that bring you to a better version of yourself. So that's not only with fitness and nutrition, but it's with business as well. So you're here on this team for a reason. You are loved, you are supported, you have a purpose. We love having you here. And you don't have to be a top 10, blow it out of the water, SC 200 coach every month, or think that you have to. Like, this business is for everyone, for everybody. And you can literally do anything that you choose with it. Whether you in September say, you know what, I'm going to shoot for the moon. Ashley, I'm going to shoot for top 10 next year and I'm going to go all in and like balls to the wall. Or you say, you know what, my goal this month is to get my Shakeology paid for and maybe a little extra. Or maybe you say, you know what, I'd really like to hit that next rank and I'd really like to do something bigger. Or I just want to cover my groceries every month. Whatever it is, there is a place for you. And this is completely doable and achievable. I didn't come into this business to build a 6-figure business. I didn't come into this business to go crazy and achieve all these ranks and achieve all these goals. I just came into this business to be happier and healthier and find a community and create a community where other women could do the same. And that has grown into a very, very beautiful thing. So I will tell you, it takes work. And there's been days that I've not felt like showing up, but I know that the days that I struggle, somebody out there is struggling too. And it's probably better if I share that than it is to keep it to myself. So share, show up, do the things, say the things, and keep going. My quote from my calendar today says, if you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. And I fully believe that. And that's just as Stephanie was saying before we started recording, that we have this great massive amount of resources and it's easy to go get overwhelmed. But what's great about the Beachbody Champions page is that there are those units in there that top coaches have given all of us these gifts of everything that we could possibly think of or have questions about. It's all in there. And you can go in and you can make it happen on your own. You can go in and say, you know what? I would really love to learn a lot more about the compensation plan. And I don't know where the best place is to go for that. Go to the Beachbody Champions page and there's a video about it. Or I'd really love to do like a power hour, but I'm not sure. I can't get on this one and I can't get on that one. When's a good time? What should I do? Go to the Beachbody Champions page and do one of the action hours and sit down and push play and grab your pen and your paper, take notes and just dive in. I'm not going to lie, that national wake up call every Monday is what lit a fire in my soul, because I heard all of these other people achieving these things. And I was like, I want to do those things. I don't know what all-star legend means, but it sounds cool. And if I can get front row seats at Summit, like, you bet your ass I'm going to work for it. Or I don't know what, elite coach means, but I'm going to push for it. And I don't know what Success Club means when I first started, but it sounds cool. I like success. Success is cool. Like, maybe I'll work for that. And I will do just about anything for a free shirt or a free tank top, including run a 5K. And I hate to run. So just know that there are things for everybody. Whatever you want to achieve, you can do it. And we do this together. So we're going to dive in a little bit tonight to some emerald steps to moving forward, to creating those habits that give you consistency in your business. And I'm going to ask that you guys dig your heels in and believe and put this out into the world. And I talked a little bit about it in my live video in our team page today. But things happen when you believe not only in yourself, but when you believe in something bigger. And whatever your belief is, know that like there is this energy, there is this stuff that can happen when you put it out there and when you go, man, like I'm going to manifest the crap out of this. And when you do, I was actually talking to my husband about that this morning. Like we were talking about manifesting things. And I was like, have you ever, and he used to work for a financial advising company. And he was like, yes, my former boss talked about that stuff all the time and was like, put it out there, manifest. And he's like, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing, but I started doing it and I started seeing results. And it's absolutely true. And you have two pathways of thinking. You can think positive and you can think negative. You can look at the ability to do a business that allows you to not only be a better version of yourself, but help other people do that and achieve that. Or you can say, man, I've talked to these people and they keep saying no and and negative, negative, negative. You adapt to what you put out there, and that becomes your way of life. So so the positivity, the leaning in, the support, all of that, that's a real thing. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share some slides. Does anybody have any questions so far, or anything you want to cover, anything that you, and like, we're going to do some Emerald slides, but this is also an open chat. So feel free to interrupt me at any time, unmute, type into the chat, anything you want to cover. Raise your hand. I know it's like the week of like raising hands on Zoom. I feel like I've been overwhelmed with like all week long. So yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down, all of that stuff. I know that's been my kids this week. All right, I'm gonna do a little screen share. All right, can y'all see my screen? Okay. Does everyone have a notebook or a list that you work from? If not, take a quick minute to go grab a pen and paper, a notebook, your list of 100, whatever it is. I use my, this is also in our team page, this list of 100. You can also print out the Beachbody business activity tracker, and there's a list on the back of that too. There's a unit in our team page that I had created with about like 6 steps to diamond, and I created a 6-page PDF, and it has a, am I still here? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. My computer was just saying my internet, my phone's like being funky. Anyway, in the team page, there is a unit for, it's like a 6 steps to diamond. And there's a list in there. There's a diamond bubble. There's a document that you can print out that will walk you through your why. And attached are 3 videos from coaches that talk about creating those habits that a diamond coach does. Now, you may say, Ashley, I just started coaching, or I'm just getting my feet wet. I'm not really sure that I'm ready for diamond yet. If you have goals to build this business, then that should be something that's on your radar anyway. And knowing the pathway on how to get there and how to make that happen is certainly something that you can get very familiar with. And having a diamond bubble, so that way you can visually see, like, where should I be putting my coaches? What should this look like? What does diamond look like? But emerald is the first step to get there. So we're going to really focus on emerald tonight. And then just creating that stability with emerald. So how do you become an emerald coach? Well, you sign up 2 coaches underneath you. Sign up one on your left, one on your right. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that if you're not familiar. But emerald is a decision. It is a, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. And you can make this happen with your spouse and your mom, or your sister and your cousin, or your best friend and your coworker, or however that looks like to you. And it's just a matter of conversation, and it's just a matter of when you enroll the person that is interested and ready to sign up, you enroll them as a coach. Now, yes, I have that conversation with that person, and I say, you know what, 25% discount. all these perks. If your friend wants to join you, you can sign them up under you. You can earn an income. If you want to do that, great. If not, there's no pressure. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to order X amount of everything. You don't have to keep any products at your house, anything like that. So I just reassure people when I'm having that conversation with them, you're signing up as a coach. Basically, it's like a preferred customer. You call the coach. If you decide you want to do more, I'm 100% here to help you. If you don't, that's fine too. You can cancel at any time. There's no penalty. If you're military, you get a sweet no coach fee every month. So there is a military waiver that they can literally Google Beachbody military waiver. And anyone who's military, former military vet, they'll know exactly what to do with that form. It gives them, here's how you submit your DD-214, all of that. And they just send that in, fax it in. I think there's a form that they completely complete. And then that just goes into corporate. And then after your first 30 days, because you don't pay a coach fee your first 30 days when you sign up with a challenge pack, then they'll waive any future coach business service fees. Depending on what state you live in, I know some people pay like $15.95, $16, whatever. But I usually just tell people that business service fee every month is waived if you're military, ex-military, vet, reserves, military spouse as well. And you can get one per household unless you're both, if you've both ever been on orders before. So that goes back to that mindset that I am an Emerald coach. I am capable of building a successful business. I am a successful coach. I am creating an amazing community for people that want to join me. I am a diamond coach. Whatever those affirmations are, say them to yourself regularly and as you sit down to work your business. And that makes a huge difference in how your mindset is when you're building your business, when you're sending out those invites and sending out those messages. And you posted your transformation yesterday and somebody shared a lot of love on your transformation and said, you look amazing. Oh my gosh, congratulations. You're doing the things. And you message them back and you say, thanks so much for the love. It means the world to me. I just started doing this. I love it. I would love to have you do this accountability and keep us accountable together. Are you doing anything for fitness right now? What's your nutrition look like? Do you need some support? Do you need an additional community? And y'all, this year again is terrible. And I don't think I would have survived if it wasn't for having an amazing support system and an amazing community. So there are a lot of people that are craving that right now, especially if they're not really leaving their house and they need some kind of interaction. So know that this is a gift. This is a blessing for a lot of people to have the ability to work out in their home and create some kind of mental sanity every day. So those affirmations are key whenever you sit down to work your business, whenever you go to send those messages. Just like you maybe have heard like somebody say, it sounds like someone is smiling when you're talking to them on the phone, like you can hear their smile. Like that's exactly what I think of before I send messages to somebody. Like I want them to be able to hear me smile and hear my positivity through my message, even if they're just reading it. I also like to send voice messages though, because then they actually can hear your smile. Like they can actually hear your positivity through the voice message. And sometimes, like, not gonna lie, if you need to like have a drink of wine or like a shot of tequila before you send some voice messages, nobody's gonna judge you. Sometimes that just helps a little bit. So as an Emerald coach, you can earn up to $250 a week in Team Cycle bonuses. That doesn't include just your commission, but your volume-based earning from being a coach and generating volume within your downline. And remember, that volume not only comes from just you, but coaches that your coach is placing under you too. So I sign up Amanda, and then I sign up Rhiannon on the same leg under her, and then I sign up Stephanie on the same leg under her. All that volume is being generated and carried upwards too. So Amanda's getting volume from Rhiannon, and then Amanda's also getting volume from Rhiannon and Stephanie, and Rhiannon's getting volume from Stephanie. So that volume is generated upwards. Now, it doesn't turn directly into a paycheck until you're an Emerald coach. So that unlocks the compensation plan. Once you have a coach on your left and a coach on your right, and they are both active at 50 PV a month. You qualify for leads when you hit Success Club. Hitting that first rank helps build confidence, helps build build credibility, and it helps really open the doors to your business. So you've really just taken that next step. It's like you've given yourself your very first raise, your first promotion. And it really means I'm ready to start growing my business. It is a stepping stone to the next step of your business. And like Melanie Mitro started as a coach and then hit Emerald, and Ashley Molstead was once an Emerald coach, and all of these coaches hit this rank first. U +2. So you're signing up a coach on your, oh, it's down here. Nope, here it is. You're signing up a coach on your left, you're signing up a coach on your right. So that first step goes back to those affirmations, goes back to that belief. You can do this. You can build this business. One thing about this business is we can easily overcomplicate it. We can easily say, I need to have the perfect training. I need to have the perfect materials. I need to have the perfect app. I need to have the perfect message, all of these things. And you know what? None of that exists, because you can say all the wrong things to the right person and the right person is still going to sign up. And you can say all the right things to the wrong person and the wrong person, they're not going to sign up. They're just being nosy or whatever it is. But believing that you are capable of changing someone's life, you are capable of helping be that stepping stone for them that they need to reach better health, happiness, whatever their goals are, that you are capable of providing the support and accountability for somebody that needs it, whether they desperately need it or they just want a change of pace or a change of scenery. And it's simply two people. My first coach was, I had my mom and my husband, and I also had this lady that I had just, after I became a coach, met at an event, and somebody introduced us, and I told her I was a coach, and she was like, what do you do? And I said, I help people with their health and fitness. And she was like, what's your number? Sign me up. And she literally signed up as a coach the next day. And had I not chose to talk about that, had I not chose to say, I help people with their health and fitness, I didn't know what I was doing, but she was interested because she needed the support. So just those conversations, just that belief in yourself that you help people with their health and fitness, and it doesn't have to look perfect, and it doesn't have to be, these pristine, perfect results. It has to be, look, I do the things, I get the results. We do the things together, we get the results together. So the list, so we do use a list like this. This list is also in our team page too, in the documents. You can print this out, but it's really great too. And in that unit with the diamond document, there's a really great video within the links from Rob Pearson, and he walks you through creating your own list. So what I'm going to suggest that you do, if you've never done this yet, is you sit down and you make your list. And you write down everybody that you can think of. Literally everyone that you know. And write it on this list. No, you don't have to send them all the exact same copy-paste message that says, hey, I just started coaching with Beachbody and I want you to join my group. Please buy my stuff. Oh my gosh, will you please sign up as a coach? Absolutely not. Please don't do that. But what I do want you to do is get familiar with the fact that you're making a list and you have people that you're going to talk to. Maybe you're going to talk to them at some point. Maybe you're going to talk to them tomorrow. Maybe you're going to talk to them next week. Or maybe at some point in your life, your third cousin's friend's hairdresser that you put on this list messages you and says, Ashley, I saw you do this thing. Can you tell me a little bit more? And then you have somebody that you're comfortable with talking to. Stepping out of our comfort zone happens as coaches, and that's what we do, and it helps us grow. And we get stronger and we grow more by having conversations that maybe make us a little bit uncomfortable. And if you've never done anything like this before, welcome, you're going to love it. But again, know that you are literally just helping people get plugged in to a community with resources that have helped you get results, and that you have seen your coach or someone else along the way achieve results with, and you've said, I want what she's having. Give me that, please. I want to do that. And you're just duplicating that. There's not a perfect message. There's not a perfect script. It's you having a conversation. And I'm going to share some messages with you guys tonight, but I want you to know that these messages are just that. They're like stock messages. Maybe they will work for you. Maybe they won't. We have scripts, all the scripts. You can have all the scripts, and they're going to help you walk through some conversations. But what's also great is that you get to just have these conversations how you feel comfortable. And a lot of times for me, when I started, I sent a lot of messages to a lot of people with 15 paragraphs on how I just signed up as a Beachbody coach and I'm doing this thing and I would love for you to join me. And I got ghosted a ton because I wasn't sharing the value. I was just telling them something I was doing and hoping that they would join. We share the value through our posts, through our social media, through connecting with people through our stories, and just by being real. So because you're a Beachbody coach doesn't mean that all of your posts on social media are now, I am a Beachbody coach. You're still the same you that you were before you became a Beachbody coach. You just have this really awesome toolkit now that can make you an even more badass human and teach other people how to do things that you're doing that have brought you success. The first big step is 100% fully, wholeheartedly believing in this company, in the products, in the programs, and knowing that they are changing your life and changing the lives of people. You guys, we just announced that now on Tuesdays, we are going to be like the official sponsor of Access Hollywood's Transformation Tuesday. Like they're going to be doing a Beachbody transformation feature every Tuesday with coaches and challengers, like nationally, internationally, I don't even know. Is Access Hollywood like, but anyway, like that's a huge deal. And people are going to be seeing these results. I mean, y'all know, like we're at home in front of our TVs right now. People are watching and they're going to be seeing these results and they're going to go, dude, 80-day obsession. What is that? Like, oh, I saw that chick Ashley post about 80-day obsession. I should probably ask her about it. Or they're going to see that like these home workouts are legit. Like people get badass results from these home workouts. Like having a coach is a really cool thing. And having a transformation to share from your basement is unheard of because you know what? You have to go to the gym to get results. You have to pay this to get results. You have to do this. Absolutely not. We do this together and we do it because we have community. So these conversations, this is the bread and butter of taking you to that next level. So as an Emerald coach, you're having these conversations consistently. As a new coach, you're starting to have these conversations. You're starting to share the things that draw interest. You're starting to talk a little bit about how you've started meal prepping and how it's saved you so much time during the week. Or you're talking about this, you know, super unhealthy thing that you used to make, but now you've kind of healthified it and your family's eating better and you're less bloated and you feel great and your wedding rings fit again. Or you're talking about how, you know, in a month you have lost 5 or 6 pounds and you didn't gain the quarantine 15 and you feel more confident and your swimsuit fits better and you have more energy and you feel like going outside and playing with your kids and you're not worried about putting on a swimsuit this year and you just feel good. These are the things that we're talking about. These are those feelings that we're connecting with people with through social media, through our posts. And I know, like for me at first I was like, yeah, I talk about stuff on social media, but like me in a sports bra, my father-in-law sees my Facebook page. Like, I don't know that I want to put myself out there in a sports bra. And I kept it to Instagram for a little bit and I kept it pretty PG. And then I realized, you know what, like I'm proud of the work that I'm putting in. So I'm going to share that. I'm going to share the things that have been hard for me that I felt self-conscious about. I'm going to share the pictures of me where I felt like just really unhealthy and just felt really mentally blah, because those are the things that connect people with you. So it doesn't have to be like when I hear someone say, I think I'm going to wait until after I have a transformation. People want to see you sweat. They want to see you struggle because that's them. That is exactly where they are. They are stuck on the couch and they are watching your stories and they're watching your posts and they're going, man, I wish I had the motivation. I wish I had the energy. I wish I had the support to do that. So that's why we talk about it. And that's why we share the struggle. That's why we share the ups and the downs and the good and the bad, because we need people to know that this isn't an all or nothing quick fix, just gimmicky nonsense. This is a real life. We do this together. We get results. We work hard. We have good days. We have bad days, but that's what makes it real. And that's what makes it balanced. We're never going to tell somebody, you got to give up your carbs and you can't have a glass of wine and you can't live your life. It's real life. So here's a couple examples real quick to kind of carry you through to that next step to getting to Emerald. So maybe you started running a challenge group already and you have a few people that have joined you, but they haven't signed up as coaches, or maybe you felt not really totally comfortable about having that conversation with somebody about signing up as a coach, or you've just sent them the link to sign up as a challenger. First off, I'm going to backtrack for just a quick second. That is something that I share with everyone, because I never know who is like, sometimes you may sign somebody up as a coach and they're like, I don't want anything to do with coaching. And then a week later, they're like, actually, my sister and my cousin want to join me. Can I do that? Absolutely. Yes. Like, let's do it. And there's your first Emerald. Or you have somebody that signs up and they're like, I really love this. And they're posting every sweaty selfie on Facebook and people are messaging them. And then they're sending people to you and you're like, no. Like, you got this, sister. Like, you do this. So I always make sure that when I'm having that conversation with people, and a lot of times I'll put it in a Google Doc, or when I send that message, like, are you signing up with the extra 25% discount? Yes, check yes or no. And a lot of times they'll either say like, what does that mean? What do I have to do? Do I have to sell anything? No, but listen, if you're doing 6 weeks of MBF and MBFA, you're not just going to want protein for 3 of them. You're going to want it for the whole 6 weeks. So you might as well get the 25% discount. Or you know what? Like, if you're deciding that like maybe in a month you're going to want to try Shakeology, you're going to want the 25% off of that. Or if you're signing up with a challenge pack and you want to add in beach bars and collagen, you're going to get 25% off of that too. So always have that conversation with them as they're signing up about coaching. So your challenger, hey Jane, I love your energy. I love that you're crushing your workouts and nutrition and seeing such amazing results. Have you ever thought about doing this too? Becoming a coach, 25% discount. I saw your Shakeology was up for renewal. We can actually just re-up you and you can get that 25% off too. In fact, this month you can pay the exact same as you do for a bag of Shakeology and get access to both of our nutrition programs and our new MBF and MBFA program and a set of bod ropes and a set of containers and a shaker and all of the stuff that comes with a completion pack. So when I have somebody that's going to sign up as a coach and they're already doing something, I convert them over to a completion pack, and then that $40 coach fee is automatically waived. We cancel their current subscription and then we do a completion pack. And anytime you do anything that ends in pack, challenge pack, completion pack, you can sign them up as a coach and they don't have to pay that $40 coach fee. So that's one option. So if you have challengers that are not currently signed up as coaches, those are people that you can go to. You can have that conversation with them and they can be one of your first coaches that will help you get to Emerald. Hey sis, I decided to go for it. I signed up as a coach. I would love for you to be my first accountability partner. We can keep each other accountable and do this together. What do you think? Family, friends, like people that are close to you that would support you 100%. Those are people that I have conversations with. And when I first started, I messaged all of my girl cousins and I sent an email to I have a lot of girl cousins, 14 girls. And I let them know, like, I'm doing this thing, whatever you decide, I'm 100% here to support you. And I've had several cousins join me over the years. But putting that out there, having that conversation early on, and just saying, you know what, let's do this together. Or sibling or whatever it is, but just having that early on conversation. And again, another someone who's close to you. I know we've talked about weight loss before. We've been deciding what program to do. I decided to do MBF. I'm loving it. I think you would like it too. Do you have any interest in doing it together? I would love to keep each other accountable. Super simple, short and sweet. not complicated conversational messages. And these are also really great in voice message form too. Or you can even send a video. And you can even like come in with like sweaty armpits and sweaty palms and go, man, like it totally makes me nervous to send you this message, but I would shoot myself in the foot if I didn't ask you, or I would expect you to do the same and ask me if I would give you support because we're friends, siblings, whatever it is. So here it is. This is what I'm doing. Let me know if you want to join me. So that conversation, having that conversation with someone, and again, like did I put that in here? I didn't. That Coach Coming Out post, if you haven't done that yet, that is a great starter post to drum up that attraction, to have those conversations, to talk about coaching, talk about what you're doing, talk about accountability, because I guarantee you, when you post that I have a badass support group that helps women stay accountable, somebody is going to want a badass support group that helps women stay accountable. Whether you say, drop an emoji below, send me a private message. I have a new group opening up for September where we're just really going to focus on healthier fall recipes. We're going to work out and we're going to stay accountable together. If that sounds like something that interests you, drop me a heart below or a pumpkin below or whatever, something like that. So those posts help drive this list. Those posts where those people like, comment, you post your transformation, they go on this list and then they get a message and they get a thanks for the love message and they get a, I appreciate your love and support. I am absolutely loving this. Unless you don't. And if you don't love it, like you're probably not on this call. But if you do love it, and I know you are, and you're loving the accountability and you're loving the support, then you're sharing that. And you're just like if you went to a restaurant that had the absolute best mojitos and amazing fish tacos, you would talk about that to your best friend, or you would talk about that to somebody that you know loves those things. So have those conversations and converse through your posts and make that list and know that like you're not going to die when you send a message. And for me, that was a big one. Like, if I reach out to this person, what's the worst thing that can happen? Maybe they'll say nothing. Maybe they'll say no thanks. Maybe they'll unfriend me. Yeah, well, they probably weren't my friend anyway. Or they'll say, you know what? Yeah, this is perfect. I need this. Or maybe they'll say, not right now. And then you can say, cool, I'll hit you back next month. And then they go on your list or stay on your list. So we work through this list, we have those conversations and we do those posts. So as you're getting ready to sign them up, talk to them about what you do, what's been working for you, the program that you think would be good for them, or even just that like we have this whole Netflix of fitness library that no matter what you like to do for fitness, there's something for you on there. We just launched this awesome 3-week, then 3-week higher intensity program. And I'm personally, that's my jam right now. Everybody that's signing up, I'm sending them to the MBFA Challenge Pack because they're getting both nutrition programs too. And we know that nutrition is 80% of our results. So when I have that conversation with people, I not only ask them, tell me a little bit about your nutrition. What's it like? What's your nutrition like on a day-to-day basis? But I need to know that, or they need to know that they are getting the nutrition too. They're getting the top of the line, life-changing weight loss, balance, creating consistency, muscle building nutrition programs that we have, that we used to charge $120 for, that they're now getting for free this month. And I need them to know that we actually do prioritize nutrition in our groups. We prioritize balance, but we do focus on nutrition. And that's something that will help you get better results. So this month we have a really amazing promo going on. You get 1,500 workouts, 2 nutrition programs, all the stuff that comes with it. So as I'm having that conversation, I really want them to know that I'm not just here to sell them a challenge pack. I need to know what their goals are, and I need to know that they're like in this, like for real. Like, what do you want to work on? What can I help you with? What would be the first goal that you would like to achieve? What would success look like to you in 30 days on a health and fitness journey? And those are the things, because I want them to kind of dig deep and find out like on their own terms, like, you know what success to me would look like. Maybe I'd drop 5 pounds or a size, or I'd finally found balance with nutrition, or I would understand a little bit more about meal prep and how nutrition works, or I would just start working out again. I hate working out. I really want to get into a groove, whatever their goal is. And then we like back it up and we walk backwards through what their goal is to get to where they enroll. Okay, awesome. So nutrition sucks for you. What sucks about it? What do you struggle with most? Having those conversations that draw a little bit more out of them. And I always feel like if I'm talking too much, I need to pause and I need to ask more questions. And where, yeah, it'd be great to just send a big giant blurb of a message and say, this is how much it costs. Tell me your email and I'll send you the link to sign up. I want them to see the value in it too. And I want them to go, all right, cool. So like, I am getting a Netflix of workouts. I am getting accountability and support, not just for 30 days, but I'm getting this entire community with it. And I'm getting the option to kind of navigate it on my own and have different paths I can choose that are going to work best for me and my lifestyle. Sending them the coach sign up link through ShareCart. Again, I'm going to enroll you with the same discount I get. That's one way to put it too. Talking to them about getting the challenge pack, the total solution. This month with the MBF and MBFA stuff, it's like they're getting Shakeology for free, basically, when they're paying for a nutrition program and they're paying for the MBF, or they're getting MBF for free and both nutrition programs for free when they're buying Shakeology. However you choose to word that, but I basically just tell them, well, you're getting everything that you need to have success on this journey, short and long term. And then again, are they military? Because they get that monthly coach fee is waived. Plug them into the group, help them get started getting results. And I like to do check-ins kind of after that first week. Private message, how'd your first week go? How are you doing? What do you need help with? Send them that getting started document, getting started PDF, and just seeing how they're doing, because it's very easy to come in and log into Beachbody On Demand and go, what, like there's 150 million workouts on here and all these nutrition videos, like a recipe, like I don't even know where to begin. So it's just simple. We're just keeping it simple. We're saying, start working out, just push play, pick a program, push play. If you need help choosing a program, this is what I suggest. Talk to me a little bit about your goals. This is where we'd start. And then same thing with nutrition. You know what? Here's a super simple meal plan. Actually click on Clean Week, and in the program materials, there's a really great, super simple meal plan in there. Or click on the nutrition tab and there's some really, really great stuff in there that will help. But I can send you a sample meal plan to get you started, or I can share some recipes with you. These are things that as a coach, I would strongly suggest putting in your back pocket. Saving some recipes that you and your family love, some things that are healthier. Saving, maybe you go to the Beachbody blog and look up the article that says like Beginner's Guide to Weight Loss. And you share that with your new challenger and say, you know what, there's a lot of content in here, but this is something really great that you can dive into when you have time. And it really will help you kind of just get a sense for what we're doing here. Sometimes a one-on-one call is really helpful too. So you log into your back office, you click on this Monitor My Business, you click on Preferred Placement, and that will take you to this next screen. So this is kind of our back office, like just our home screen-ish. But right here is this Preferred Placement. This is the only button that you should worry about as a coach. Preferred Placement gives you several options, but I'm only going to talk about two because I don't use any other ones besides right or left. And make sure this placement ID is always your coach ID. Otherwise, you're placing people in random spots and you have 5 days to change their placement. That's fine. If you accidentally sign them up on the left leg and you're like, I meant to sign them up on the right, it's cool. We can change it. There's a coach placement change form. We have 5 days to do it. But just worry about right and left here, because otherwise, like, you're filling in holes and filling in gaps in between. So you want to coach on your left, you want to coach on your right. And this is something that I would talk to me or your coach about, and we can kind of take a look at your downline, but I always suggest putting your spouse on your weak leg if you're planning to build that spouse account and then double dip on that volume. But there are coaches who've done it differently, and some people will say this or that or the other. But that is, for me, was an eye opener to put my spouse on my weak leg so we could build that together. And especially if you're building your spouse account as well. And then you can tell your weak and strong leg determined by your volume. So if you go into your team volume, you can click on, well, team volume, and then you can see here it says LV, which is your left leg volume, and RV, which is your right leg volume. Let me just zoom in a minute. Okay. And you can typically see like this one, left leg, 995. This one, 5,600. So this is the strong leg, the one with more volume. What does this mean? Well, as far as being Emerald and team cycle bonuses go, as an Emerald coach, you earn $14 every time this strong leg generates 200 volume and this weak leg generates 100. So for every 100, 200, you get 14 bucks. Doesn't seem like a lot here, but as an Emerald coach, that's what, I don't know, 99, what is it, 100 times 14? Sorry, excuse me. So you can see how this will add up quickly. And what's awesome about this, as long as you stay active, this volume will continue to carry over and carry over and carry over. So as you build, maybe you're like, man, okay, I'm gonna build the crap out of my left leg so I can cash in on this volume. It will continue to carry over. Does that make sense, the volume stuff? Okay. And then once you are Emerald, I'm trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to say about that. Weak leg, strong leg. Oh, and then as you're advancing your business, so this caps at $250 a week, just in your team cycle bonuses. And this is as an active Emerald coach. So this is you as an Emerald. You're on, Shakeology or Performance HD every month. And then you have a coach on your left leg who has at least 50 PV and a coach on your right who has at least 50 PV. And those coaches do have to stay active in order for you to earn those team cycle bonuses. And same with you. If you go inactive, you lose any volume that you've ever accrued, which is a huge bummer. So if you're building a business and you're building income, keep yourself active. Which if you're ordering Shakeology or Performance Line on HD every month, you're fine. You don't have to worry about that. Or if you pause your Shakeology or your Performance for any reason, just make sure that as an Emerald, you're active every month, whether you decide to order like a 3-day refresh and some hydrate and whatever else. Or for us, my husband's account, sometimes we do daily sunshine, or we do like Performance Line under him, Shakeology under me, or we'll order some beach bars and some hydrate and stuff like that, kind of just depending on our need. So you do have that option to switch it up. But yes, once you go inactive, you lose any volume that you've accrued. And it has happened. I've seen it happen to coaches before, and it stinks. But that's kind of if you're building a business, that's kind of the only perk, or I'm sorry, the only like requirement, I guess, is that you just stay active as a coach. And then that's why we continue to duplicate, to continue to build beyond just having one coach on each leg. So that way, if a coach does go inactive, you have other people in there that are going to keep you as an active Emerald. So once you are Emerald, check your back office on Thursday to celebrate your new rank. Celebrate the accomplishment with a public post. Likely your coach will shout you out anyway, but because we celebrate all of our victories. So celebrate that accomplishment, have a little dance party, and then put your head down and get back to work, because it doesn't mean once I hit Emerald, I'm done. Cash my check, go to the bank, peace out. We keep working and we keep building those next ranks, and we keep building to help other people see the same results that we are too. And one thing that always has stuck with me from a training that I attended years ago is when one of the coaches said, don't quit before the miracle happens. And I think about that a lot with coaching is, you know what if the day before my next super successful coach signed up, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to throw in the towel. Or what if the day before somebody who was desperate for community and support was like, you know what, I'm going to message Ashley on Friday. And then on Thursday, I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm just going to stop posting. I don't think I'm going to show up today. And then they were like, okay, cool, I guess gone. Or, you know, I think about the people that maybe they're not liking my posts, maybe they're not commenting on my posts, but they're watching my stories because they need that support and inspiration, and they need to know that somebody else is going through it too. So we show up for that reason. Duplication is key. Again, you hit Emerald, keep doing it. Do it again. Set a goal to hit Emerald again every month or every week if you can. Again and again and again. Build that stability, and then teach others how to do the same. Build your downline, build your volume, and that will increase your team cycle bonuses, and therefore in turn will increase your income as well. So set that goal to sign up 2 coaches weekly. So tonight, if you are working tonight, and we've got about 2 minutes left until I wrap this up, but you have the chance to sit down tonight and go, you know what, if you posted today, it is a great time to go have those conversations with people who showed you love, and go show them love back, and go talk about what you do, and talk about how you have this amazing community that has lifted you up when you've been struggling, and has given you support when you didn't feel like showing up for yourself, and how you are now creating this community as well. And you would love to build this community together. And you would love to give somebody else the opportunity that you've been given to stay plugged in and to keep working out through a pandemic, and to keep making yourself a priority, and through the chaos of back to school, when you want to just cry and drink wine in the closet and throw in the towel, that you're here and you're still showing up because somebody at some point believed in you. And you now believe in other people that they're capable of doing it too. So tonight, go and send 5 messages, send 10 messages, reach out to people who are watching your stories, send that love back, put it out in the world and say, you know what, I'm an Emerald coach. I can do this. I will be Emerald by the end of the month. If you're Emerald, push higher, push bigger. I will be a Ruby coach by next week. I will be a Diamond coach by the end of the month. And know that there are people out there that need your help and support, and they're just waiting. Maybe they're waiting for you to reach out. Maybe they're waiting for your next post. Maybe they're waiting to hear the word or see that story that says, hey, there's space for you here, sister. Come join me. Have that confidence and know that you are capable of more, and we can do it together. All right, y'all. Where is my, oh, okay. I'm like, I see there's more people on here. Okay, anybody have any questions? Let me check the chat. Requirements to stay an active coach. You have to be just an active coach is 50 PV. Emerald is 50, 90 for Success Club. But hitting Emerald, I just always tell my coaches, like, like for my husband, he's 50 PV. For myself, I'm getting Shakeology every month. So I just say, you're getting Shakeology, non-negotiable, or you're getting Performance and Energize, there you go. My husband, we get Performance and Energize under him. I do Shakeology under me every month. And if you are like, Ashley, I have a little too much Shakeology, yes, you can certainly switch to the Performance line, or vice versa. Or I switch to packets sometimes, and I will talk to people about, like if I have somebody who's interested in like purchasing packets or wants to try Shakeology, I'll, send out some packets or whatever, or send out samples. Or maybe I have somebody who signed up with a performance challenge pack. I'll send them a couple packets of Shakeology to try or something like that. All right. Everybody good? Okay. So I am actually, I'm going to go do this tonight. I'm going to go dive into my stories. I'm going to go talk about my September challenge group that's coming up. I would encourage you to do the same. So here's your assignment for tonight. We have just under a week until September. Now, this is what I'm personally going to do. I am not starting my group on September 1st per se. I have my ongoing community that will start, September 1st, calendar turns over, like, okay, new month, new goals. But I am going to be running a group for September. And when I was first starting out as a coach, what I loved to do was drum up that interest for a good week or two, and have those conversations with people. And unfortunately, it's not typically if I do a post tonight, I'm gonna have 10 people sign up tomorrow. It sometimes takes 1 to 2 weeks of consistency and talking about that group and talking about, like, my September group is opening up at such and such time. And this is what I'm planning. This is what's coming around the bend. So if you haven't made a plan for the month of September, I would say do that tonight. And you can start that group on September 1st, or you can say, you know what, we're going to do some prep next week. And there's really great prep week content within that mompreneur stuff in the Team Drive. Or you can dive in and use the challenge group guides for the programs that have already been created. Or you can dive in. I do have a week 1 challenge group in our Google Drive as well that you can copy and paste posts and stuff like that from. You can use Clean Week, and you can kind of get people started with some posts and stuff from there. Or again, team up with your coach if I'm not your coach and link arms and do it together. But what I really like to do is get people plugged in and get people like familiar and comfortable, and then say, okay, we are starting on Monday, September 7th. So I fully plan to start my challenge group on Monday, September 7th. Yeah, that's Labor Day, but you know what? Like, if I'm drinking beers and barbecuing on the weekend, I'm going to want to get up and move my body anyway. So I encourage my group to, you know what, if you signed up on the 27th, or if you signed up on September 7th, like, we're going to move our body today. You're going to feel better for it. Trust me. So, so have these conversations over the next couple weeks, create that start date. And there's nothing wrong with taking the content from the mompreneur group, or, going into bod groups. There's challenge group guides as well that you can use, or just winging it too. You can certainly do that as well. But there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I have goals to I want to hit Success Club this month, and I want to hit Success Club early in September. So I'm going to close out my challenge group start date on September 7th. And my goal is to find 3 people by the end of this month and 3 people that first week of September, and start on September 7th, and then work through 4 weeks of the group together. Or maybe you decide that you want to run like an MBF group and just do that for the month of September, and then roll into MBFA for the month of October. So there's no right way, best way to do it. You can start whatever date you want, but I will tell you that promoting a challenge group is something that you should be doing for a couple weeks at a time. So, so start with tonight. Start talking about your September group tonight. Figure out what you want to do for it. And you can use that mompreneur stuff, that turn over a new leaf. I will post those stories in the team page immediately after we hop off that you guys can use, but it is in that Team Drive that I posted in the comments of my live video earlier. You can go in there and click on that September challenge group content. And what else? What else was I going to say? I could ramble. So stories, and sometimes that can just be like you talking in your stories. So I started coaching. I have this awesome accountability group. I have a group kicking off in September. I've got spots for 5 women who are looking for some extra accountability. You can do a like pumpkin spice and everything nice group. I don't know, like September or something, September theme, and create like whatever it is that you want. And that's the beauty of this business, is that you get to do it how you want on your terms. And just also keep in mind that you may have somebody who is extremely like amped to sign up, and they may never post in your challenge group at all, and that's okay. Or you may have somebody who is like, yeah, I guess I'll give this a shot, and they're going to be your best challenger, and they're going to show up on every post, and they're going to be so pumped up, and they're going to post workout videos in their page, and you're going to see them in your stories and see them on your Facebook, and they're going to be so excited, and you're like, wow, like you totally seemed uninterested, but you're doing it. And just know that it's different for everyone, and people feed off of your energy too. So be excited, be energized, show up for yourself first, because people see you showing up for yourself and see how important it is. And then that will carry through your groups. And you can run a hugely successful group with one other person, and it may mean the absolute world to them. Or you can run it with 25 people. So just know that you showing up daily is making a difference in somebody else's life, whether you see it on social media or in your challenge groups or not. You're making an impact. All right, y'all. Does anybody have any questions? I know I kind of ran through everything pretty quick and I talked a little fast. No? All right. Let me know. I'm going to be up working for a little bit. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm more than happy to help. If there's any, like if you get stuck with a conversation, or if you're like, I'm not really sure what to say here, then by all means, reach out and we can kind of walk through that together. And then tomorrow we have a 5:15 a.m. power hour. Yumi, I know that's like 3:15 your time, so I don't plan on seeing you there, but if you're up and you have insomnia, feel free to join us. And then same thing on Friday. And then we have a team call on, no, she goes, no. We have a team call Saturday morning at 9 Central Time. And we're going to just be talking a little bit about this next month and planning out the month of September. And then also like a new group that we're going to be running. My upline and I are going to be doing this amazing like leadership focused, build your business to the next level kind of group. That's going to carry us through to the end of the year. So not just a like one and done, but like goals, consistent goals, and building stability within your business. And then we will have another call, a power hour at 8 p.m. Central Time, Monday night as well, because that's the last day of the month. So just some things on the radar. But yeah, if you guys need anything, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Thanks for taking the time out of your night to jump on tonight. I appreciate it. All right, gals, have a good night. Bye.
Good night. Thanks,
Good night.
Ashley.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.